so proud of you. Hey, what it do, stream? We are in the market. I'm tired of shit, but I can't fall back asleep. So I might as well spark stream and get my homework started early, man. Might as well get it started early. Deep, despising, it's why are you streaming so early, not late, you know. We realistically though, bro, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, bro. I'm having a hard time going back to sleep, yeah. And I might as well get my homework started early, bro. This is what I do for homework, man. I look at stocks and shit. You feel me? Despising. You feel me? So I woke up at like 5. I've been trying to go back to bed and I couldn't, bitch. So I like, let me just get my day started. Really and truly, bro. I feel you though, despising. We here to make some money and shit though, bro. You feel me? The weekends will make you a rich man, bro. Over time, you just gotta stay consistent with it. The most successful people are up early on the weekends, looking at things to make money and shit. Bro. I'm keeping 100% honest with you. And stocks is my thing. But shit, I appreciate you for tuning in this early, man. I was not expecting no. Oh, it's 3 o'clock. Where you at, man? Oh shit, where the fuck you live at, man? 3 o'clock. 3 a.m. You gotta be far as a bit for it to be 3 a.m. I think in Louisiana it's only like an hour back. So it's Texas. It's only like an hour back. So it'd be like 5. You in Arizona? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense right there. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, bro. I understand why you asked me why I was up streaming so late. I ain't gonna lie to you. See, for me, it's just real early. It's like, it's 6:47 over here, you feel me? So, it's just pretty early. I usually wake up at like 5 in the morning anyway to go to work and shit. So, it's kind of like my body's on that normal clock to get up around now. What was I finna look at? Zim shipping. So, Zim was on a downtrend. It's kind of stopped around where it previously stopped at before, you know what I mean? This is the floor, so it has a little bit of resistance touching this, but we came up, touched it, and then we closed below it, or closed below that line. Hold on, let me see. Nah, bro, you be twirling despising, bro. You be twirling, bitch. I ain't gonna lie. You change your fantasy name? Damn. Yeah, man, it was fucked up, bro. I tried to join the little league and shit, bro. Y'all started that bit without me, though, bro. I would have busted all y'all shit in the motherfucking fantasy, though, bro. I would have probably just picked everybody on the Steelers bit and everybody who came from Colorado bit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I would have been up right now. Up and stuck. Your team goated bit. Y'all be winning money from the fantasy shit, bro? Or it's just like, or is there like a big pool or something? Or I know when I was in high school, bro, my homies just they did a fantasy league, but they really just what you call it, they made wagers, man, that they had to do like embarrassing shit. They had to do embarrassing shit whenever whoever came in last place and shit, pretty much, man. There was probably like 4 of them, you know. That's what NWB should do for real, man. If y'all not doing no money, there's no money pool. Y'all boys should what you call it? Just make a nigga do some embarrassing shit, bitch. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, my homie Will, bro. When he lost that shit, bitch, they put bro in a cage, bitch. Man, Will can't fit in the cage no more. He had a massive growth spurt, bitch, out of nowhere at the end of school, like he was 18 when we graduated and shit, bitch, and he was still short out of nowhere, bro. Bro came back from college, bro. Bro was taller than me, bro. Bro was taller than me. He can't fit in the cage no more. But that shit was fun. Bro, if I can find that video, bro, by any chance, was it like kind of like dang, bro, I'm not even trying to be racist to Will, bit, like, at all. But I think he would. I don't know what his, like, what he was. I think he was like Indian though. He was Indian. He was kind of short, bit. He had like a little fro, and he had like mad freckles, bro. You feel me? If that was the guy you seen in the cage, bro, that was my dog Will, man. It might have been somebody different though, bro. I'm pretty sure. Dang, they gave somebody laxatives too, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all got that one, bro. Because we gonna have to have a designated, this is what you gonna have to do, like, before I enter into that decision, bro, you know. And really, I would have my brother just set me up with all the best players and shit. Because he be on that sports bet and shit. So I'd have him make my fantasy team, bro. And then I'd rock out, bit. I ain't gonna lie. Because y'all not finna have me do no bullshit. None of that. None of that. We ain't on none of that. Yeah, right now I'm just writing down the format that I do the stock homework in and shit too, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Despising, bro. You be with the stocks and shit, bro. And shit, if you do, bro, I got Hurts in Mahomes. Oh yeah, you're chilling. You're chilling. Jalen Hurts is what, on the Jets, right, dude? Or he's somewhere else. No, I think he's on the Eagles. Excuse me, big. He's on the Eagles, bro. Excuse me. Nah, Patrick Mahomes is straight, bro, but he not gonna have that kind of season that you think he gonna have this year, bro. They kind of getting that fall off, man. They definitely gonna win their next game and shit, you know. I just got out of school. Hey, man. I mean, school don't teach you shit about that, bro. Yo, what it do, Dred? What it do? Yeah, school don't teach you shit about stocks. I was in economics, bruh. Shout out to Mr. Tillman. He's the only one who taught us anything about stocks, bruh, at all. He had us pick a stock, bruh, and track it for 3 months, like a whole semester and shit. Oh, Hurts is your backups? What it do, Dred? Yeah. So for your backup QB, nah, you got 2 good eye QBs, bruh. I ain't gonna lie, bitch. Hurts is gonna shine more this year than Mahomes is, though. Trust. But yeah, shout out to Mr. Tillman though, man. I ain't even gonna lie, cause yeah, he had us track a stock for 3 months, man. Like we picked like 3 stocks that we was buying, and we just said we bought them. You know what I mean? Wrote it down on how much we had made over a certain time frame and shit. I had the 3rd best stock out of the class, but somebody else picked like Apple or something. I picked some undercover shit, bitch. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna get 250 shares of this, and it went up by like $2 or something like that. But $2 on like a $5 stock, that's still a pretty good gain, man. Y'all boys, I be forgetting y'all boys be knowing each other and shit, bro. We writing out our stock homework right now and shit, cause your boy can't fall back asleep, man. He got up pretty early and shit. 100% honest. And y'all seen we was on 2K with that boy GB last night, bro. You feel me? Yeah. We was chilling, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We was having a good night, bro. But that nigga getting selling sometimes, bro. I be getting mad. Undervalued. So yeah, we just look for undervalued stocks, bro. I put my thoughts in here. Mahomes is my backup. I'm going to trade him after Hurts bye week. Okay. Shit, who you going to replace him with? You going to replace that nigga with, man? You can't just have no QB now. Shit. I don't know, bro. You get more like got back from the gym and couldn't knock out, so we in this bit. Hey. That's what's up, Dred, dude. I can't lie. I'm glad you was in that bit. I be forgetting yo at taller hill and you an athlete and shit, bitch. You feel me? Good on you to be in the gym and shit. I heard you was in the stocks and shit, bro. GB was telling me you had made some cheese or something, bro. Congratulations, bro. It's just a start. just the start, cuz. Just the start, man. Yeah. So I'm watching Zim shipping, to go back up to at least this 15 area. To be 100% honest, we started a stage one. We broke above everything. Really, our stage one started the day before this candlestick right here, and then we broke up above, and then we hit some support, some clean support on the charts. So that kind of hindered them. Yeah. Hey, bro, the swerve method, dude. Hell yeah, bro. I appreciate that, cuz. Shit, what you had traded? Shit, I be paying attention to the market, man. You might have caught Apple or some shit, bro. If I'm not mistaken, Apple did some big moving this week. Um, so yeah, we're gonna put Zim on our stage one. We're gonna circle it because it's a good potential buy. Our first target on Zim would be first target would be this previous support around this 15 level. All right. Then our next target would be this 18 up here. Well, actually, really, it would be this 16. But we shoot for the stars if we swing trading. But these are all your option targets. I would do a 1450 call for like 2 months out. I'll be eating pretty good pretty soon. I work at the port and shit, so I know Zim is a container company. They own like a hell of a lot of shipping containers, and they ship goods for many different companies. They're hella cheap. They won't pay the welders to fix their shit the proper price and shit. So we don't fix their containers anymore and shit because they be on that broke nigga shit. But that's good for the stock because that means they're keeping more money in the company. Even though they're being cheapskates and stuff, they're still a good company at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So yeah, our first target would be this 1528. This little level right here. The next target would be this 1650, and the next target would be this 18 up here. They have earnings on the 19th of November. Now, every time they have earnings, they kind of do pretty all right, but I anticipate that we get to where we want to be prior to earnings, simply because we're gonna have the CPI stuff come out and all of that, and we're sitting on some good support. If you look at where we came down around, we came right down around some good support area. You know what I mean? This was a stage 3 distribution up here, or not? This was another stage 1 it was sitting in, and it doesn't really like to dip below this. This was an extreme situation. Oh, you cop some Lulu? Okay. Yeah. Lulu gonna do his thing for you, bro. Trust. Lulu's gonna do his thing for you, my boy. Shit, I just bought 2 more shares of that bit. Matter of fact, yesterday, that bit was down to like 160. I had to grab me some up. So yeah, first targets here. I'll type it out so I don't forget it, and y'all don't forget either. First target. Ah shit, I know what it just did, and it didn't do shit for the stream. Yeah, let's see. First target. Options is gonna be 15. So I would take 14.50 contract call. So yeah, I like this shit because I can type in this bit. You feel me? Fuck that a lot. First target would be 15. Yeah, about 15 bucks. Oh, it says 15.50. So our first, I would take a 14.50. My bad. See, I don't know what's up with my shit, but my shit be acting like I got some soundboards connected to my shit, and I really don't. What button be causing my shit to go on mute? I'm trying to find out right now. I just be typing shift. When I just get to typing this bit, when I press enter, that bit do some. I don't know, bro. This shit be tweaking out sometimes, y'all. I can't even lie. This shit be blowing me. Nah, I appreciate you. What classes you taking? Oh, I'm not. Me, bitch, I ain't taking no classes, bitch. I went to college and shit. If you talking about dread though, you gonna have to ask, bro. But yeah, I don't take no classes and shit. I went to college for a year. I'm 22, bro. So I went to college for a year when I was 17. I went to college and shit. I started then, and then I went for like a year. I got a business management certification, and that shit was useless. And college was useless, so I quit. 100% honest. There was a lot of stuff that I wanted to learn about what I'm looking at right now that they would not teach me, and you feel me. A matter of fact, I just was talking to somebody yesterday I was rage baiting this shit. I was like, yo, I'm in college, yada yada yada. He called me the red pill or some shit, man. That shit was hilarious. I was only capping him, bro, because like, long story short, bro wasn't trying to sell me an Xbox. Now I wasn't tripping about him not trying to sell me that shit, bitch. You feel me? I was not tripping about him not trying to sell me that bitch. What I was tripping about, bro, was that like he was acting like a superior white nigga, bro, and that shit I don't be fucking with, bro. Shout out to my nigga Garrett. He said I don't have a platform, so when I turn up, dude, he gonna be a sick little man. He got a successful business or whatever, bitch, and I left a bad review on his shit. He said something about he ruined my day. Verbatim, what I said is verbatim. I felt, or what I didn't even say nothing about how I feel. Let me just go look at the comment, bitch. Let me just go look at the comment, so I don't even mistake that shit. What is it? Facebook, and then let's go over here. Let's go right on over here. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Verbatim, I told this nigga. I told him, insulted customers intelligent and very dismissive, bitch. This is my honest opinion, bitch. You feel me? He hit me with the, I don't think you understand. Yeah, but I was like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? I understood you perfectly. I was offering you $200 for your Xbox. I got my Xbox for $115. $115. So he was doing too much yapping, bro. I left that nigga a bad review. I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I said. And then he come on my shit. He started yapping, bro. He's like, man, you fucked up my 5-star review. You fucked up my 5-star review. You a sherm. You a pussy. I don't give a fuck. He had my address, bitch. I told him, you can come through, bitch, if you had a problem with it, bitch. He was talking hot shit, bitch, through Facebook Marketplace, bro. You know what I mean? But I sent him my number and all, bitch. Garrett's a bitch, though. He don't want none of that. I ain't gonna lie. Garrett's a hoe. I think I got his full government here, matter of fact. What is it? Yeah. Shout out to my nigga Garrett, man. Garrett the little hoe. Damn, I blocked this shit, bruh, so it might not show me. Hold on. Nah, I don't want to see the marketplace profile. Yeah, sorry, Garrett, yeah. Yeah, but I was being straight up, man. I ain't fuck with the way he was talking to me, man. You feel me? I'm not dumb. You feel me? I understood that you didn't want to. I told him, bring me the Xbox, man. You feel me? And I'll pay him $200. He was asking, I think, for like $180 or something. You know what I mean? Nah, he was probably asking for more. I don't ever increase the price, man. I told him I pay him his asking price for bringing that bit to me, something like that. He didn't sell it the same day, so he really just lost out on $200 because I was willing to pay $200 for something I got for $115. Second off, I drove to the pawn shop to get this bit. I just wasn't driving to where Garrett was at to go get that bit. I ain't gonna lie. It's a little excessive, bro. A little excessive. But yeah, man. Long story short, Garrett's a hoe, and he ain't want none of the smoke. Yeah, 100% honest. I sent him my number. He ain't want to talk on the phone, but he wanted to keep twiddling his thumbs and shit. He's a little gamer nigga. You feel me? So he likes to be hide behind screens and shit, bro. That's really what it is, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, so back to Zim, dude. We like Zim. We're taking 1450 contracts for like 2 months out. I'm really gonna go look at the value, but I'm gonna look at my option contract values a little bit later on because I know what I wanna play with. I just gotta what you call it. I just go look at it later though, because that's just not very important. Ross has been on that uptrend. So it looks like UPS is setting up to be a buyable opportunity. It's been struggling for quite a while. So this is gonna be in our watch list. Yeah, so what I did is I read this book right here by Gerald Peters, bro. It's called The Money Flow. Yeah, the Money Flow Trading System and shit. So long story short, I read this, I reread it, I read it again, I looked at the stocks while I read it. You feel me? And then I applied it to what I do now, pretty much. You feel me? 100% honest, this is a great book, bro. If y'all, I think it's like $20 for the e-version, like maybe $40 for the printed one. It'll be your favorite book. Bro talks to you like a human being, bro. He's not using complicated structural words. He's simply putting it in the simplest format for you to understand. He's not a book writer. You feel me? He's a stock trader. So he literally is just talking to you through the book and showing you charts through the book as examples. And 100% honest, I still watch Gerald Peters to this day, along with like Aristotle Investments and there's one more person I watch, but I be forgetting his name, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's a black dude. I like to watch black stock traders because that's what I'm gonna be. You feel me? But Gerald Peters, he's a white nigga. He's a white dude, man. He a cool ass white dude, bro. At that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like he'll cuss you out, bro, for like being dumb as shit, and then teach you like the right shit, bro. But first, he gonna tell you being stupid. He's the one who told me to calculate your net worth every beginning of the month, bid, to see where you're at asset wise and shit, bid. I ain't even gonna lie. I think I'm like $1,000 in net worth positive, bid. But like, yeah, but I don't. That's not good. To be 100% honest, to where I want to be, you know. But realistically, it's alright, bro. It's alright. But realistically, we finna do a lot better. A lot better. Your boy has been through some struggles, been through some debt, everything like that. So we shaking back there 100%. To be 100% honest. That's what the stock shit's for though. There's also this thing called futures that I'm trying to learn. But to be real with you, like it's everything that I know applies to futures, but it applies at a faster time frame. So I gotta change my movement averages to something closer to what's in the market and so on. But not despising. I don't be teaching myself. I use other people's knowledge. I learn from the market. If you stay looking at the market, you just start to learn the stocks that you trade consistently, and you'll know what they're gonna do. Like, for example, I've been watching HIMS for quite a while, and it's kind of paying me off pretty good now. I ain't gonna lie. Let's go over here to HIMS. So yeah. So yeah, you should definitely get into the stocks, bro. 100% honest, despising. You're gonna be a rich young man, bro. Trust, bro. 100% honest with you. You don't have to do no aggressive investing. You could do strictly swing trades. Just follow what I do, bro. 100% honest. Read the book that I suggested. I literally translate the book as I trade and stuff on the charts and everything like that. But if you start now, bro, at 25, you're gonna be like, damn, bro, I'm up like a bit. You feel me? And to be real with you, stocks are better than real estate right now. Stocks are better than almost everything at this moment in time, to be real with you. Um, it's just there's just so much money to be made, and you're not going against anybody else. Everybody can. Well, you're going against Wall Street. Let's clarify. You're going against Wall Street, but other than that, the market is just repeating trends over and over again, and you're just observing these trends. And if you can get used to the trends and observation of the market, you're going to be very successful at the end of the day. And stocks lead into so much other avenues of money. Like when you start looking at your money and looking at stocks and stuff, you're automatically just going to start thinking about other investments to make with your funds and so on and so forth. So definitely get into that. Definitely get into that. 100% honest. You personally, you can start with M1 Finance. Put your money into M1 Finance and buy your stocks from there. So if you ever get into a pinch where you need money, M1 Finance will match up to half of your portfolio value. So if you have $10,000 in there, they'll give you a $5,000 loan with way less APR from the bank. Like it's gonna be like 3.25% or something like that. I think the max is like 3.75. And that's your money. You're leveraging your own money. You're not using a bank to leverage. You're not going to a bank and asking them for a loan so they can put you on them high ass rates and shit. You're leveraging your own assets to utilize your money. If you need to go buy a car, for instance, I'm not saying let's go take a loan out, but like if you were gonna go take out a loan to put a down payment on a car, right? Why don't you just match your portfolio, buy the car in cash, you let your assets stack over. You should have good assets in your M1 Finance. So let your assets continue to grow, and eventually they'll kind of cover the cost of your loan, or you'll end up doing whatever you do to make normal income and pay off that loan, but it's going to be way cheaper than paying the bank or paying a finance company for your car because you already own it. You paid cash for it. The only thing you're paying is insurance and the loan that you have for a way less APR on your assets that you leveraged. So, like, there's so much things you can do with stocks that you just don't think about. Like, if you can leverage your if you can leverage your stocks and get money from that's crazy to me, bro. 100% honest, crazy to me, because you're skipping over the bank institution that usually screws you over. 100% honest. Bitcoin is almost the same kind of concept. You run your own Bitcoin. If you own Bitcoin, like actual whole Bitcoin, you own the coin, you have a file drive to keep your Bitcoin safe. You don't just keep your Bitcoin on a web platform because, for one, there's many hackers out there who will hack your shit and take your money, and there's no bank that's gonna sit here and go and get it back for you. No brokerage that's really gonna sit here and go get it back for you. You're kind of just out of luck. They have like a certain amount of money that they can cover up to in your brokerage account. And a whole Bitcoin is worth a lot more than that. So that's why people who actually own Bitcoin have a whole coin. They have a file drive and they have that ownership set to the side. You know what I mean? So nobody can hack it. They plug it in their computer when they want to check out what's going on with it and shit. You're your own bank. You want to be your own bank. You don't want to have to use the bank. So if you trade stocks, you can literally just be your own bank. Like 100% honest. You put your shit in M1 Finance, you would be your own bank. Or they had good earnings. Or they have earnings coming up on the 3rd of November, so in 30 days, not 20 days. All right, so HIMS. This is a stock that I'm in, right? So when it tags the 70 RSI is my first time to like take profits. All right, that's how it is. But I'm in this position right here. Okay, this is the leverage version of HIMS, and pretty much it's just the bullish version of HIMS. It's the 2x leverage version. It moves aggressively. It moves in the same flow as HIMS does. It moves exactly the same. It's cheaper. So when you do swing trades off of it, you make more money if you catch my drift. I got in at $15 on HIMS. Like this one over here, I got in around got in around here. And then it took a dip. I bought some more here, and then it rose up, and I think I bought some more at like 17 something. Let's go check you out. So Apple, let's go check out Apple. Man, I always mess up their ticker a bit. For Apple, so they just came out with that bullshit ass iPhone, but technically they just reestablished their breakout. They are kind of high, to be 100% honest. They can keep on trending. So our goal with stocks though is we want to buy them below this 50. If they're not below this 50, then the move can be kind of stunted out. So yeah, if it's not below this 50, we can rise up, but you don't have enough room to really rise up and get the gains that you really want. You want it to take a dip like it did here. You want it to take a dip like it did here or here, to be 100% honest. When it took that dip here, we rose up about $18. That's good money if you was trading options. Now, simply put, we fell down because of Trump's tariffs. We hit down here, we hit another extreme, we rose. We rose up from the ashes and shit. But really, what we see right here is our TSI still curled over, so we don't really like that. The MACD momentum is still downwards. Now, what I will say is on the weekly RSI, we did hit a point, but we're still above the 50 on the weekly RSI. So the move's probably almost completed. So right now, I would say Apple's not a good time to buy right this second. We just had a major upturn. We hit all-time highs in the market. I think my camera's tweaking out. Hold on. Nah, it's straight. Now, we hit all-time highs in the market and shit. So really, we're going to start coming down. And September is generally a bad month for stocks. We just had a good rally because we had CPI last week. The job reports didn't affect the market how they was projected to, and so on and so forth. But when you hit all-time highs, expect to come down a little bit. Like SPY probably post-market is down a little bit. I know GB got into some shorts on Friday. I was in some shorts as well, but it rose up a little bit too high for me, and I cut them because when it comes to that 1 week shit, I be scary, bruh. I ain't gonna lie. I don't be fucking with that 1 week shit. So I'm gonna go try to show y'all where SPY's at aftermarket. It looks like it's down, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. I don't know why my trading view loading up so slow though. Hour. Can I get an hour? Let's see. The one, yeah. You're not gonna tell me where we're at post market then? Yeah, so normally it tells me where we're at post market, like after market close. I know we was down to 656.99 or something like that. We had this reversal signal and we started to have an engulfing over here. You feel me? This is what you call that falling or falling wedge pattern or some shit, bitch. I don't do candlestick bodies, so I don't know. I don't trade off of that shit. But if you look, we trickle up, slowly fall. Trickle up, slowly fall. Tesla's too high. I already know Tesla's too fucking high right now. Tesla, I can tell you off my fucking dome, that Tesla's too high. Let me go look at it for you though. I ain't gonna lie. I could tell you right now. What you should get into is Lulu. 100% honest. Lulu is gonna make that comeback here shortly, bro. Just trust. It is not a bad company at all. It's literally just on discount. But let me go look at Tesla for you. Tesla. Yeah, too high. Too expensive. Don't buy. No buy. If you wanted to buy Tesla, you had from here to here to buy that bit. Around that area. Right now, it's too high. Really, you wanted to get in way back in June, right here when it took that little dip. So when Tesla makes a volatile dip, like when it makes that volatile fall, which it does here and there, right, just pay attention to if it's around that 200-day movement average. Because when it is, it bounces right back up to that bit the next day. Tesla's not one of those stocks to hold down for too long. The only reason this downtrend continued for so long is because Elon Musk was in office with Trump, and this is around the beginning of the presidency when all the tariffs and stuff is going out. So that's why it fell to so low. But Tesla's not a buy right now. We're in a RSI extreme. We're above 70, so that definitely means you're not willing to buy. When we hit these extremes up here, we do one of two things. We base out, we do a stage 3 distribution, then we turn back into a stage 1, which is right here. All right, we dip below, and then we bounced above again. So that determined our stage 1. That little candlestick right there. I know these are bars. I use 08 Cell C bars. It's a little bit easier for me to tell if it's a doji or not. But But yeah, we turned into a stage 1, then we rose again, But this time, when we hit the peak, right, we fell. We came up a little bit and we fell. We didn't touch the new high again. We just fell. And we kept falling, right? We rose up a little bit and then we fell again. Most of this was due to just news though, trust. But usually when you get into this RSI extreme, like what I'm finna do on HIMS over here, when I get into the RSI extreme on HIMS, what you do is, when my shit over here goes and touches 70, like it touched 70 over here, I'm going to take profits on my swing trade and call it a day. I'm gonna let it do its thing again, cause look, when it hits this zone up here, him specifically, when it hits this zone up here, it's either gonna distribute out and keep rising, or it's gonna fall. And it's definitely looking like it's gonna hit that bid, ping it, and then bounce down. It's not gonna keep going up. But who knows? Sometimes a stock that's trending is gonna continue this trend. That's the money flow system. Walmart. I charted out Walmart perfectly for y'all. If you took this contract, you would be up 200% right now. 200%. Maybe 3. Beautiful trade. We found the stage 1. We found the reversal point. We seen that it came too close to the 200-day moving average. That is a very strong resistance point, is that 200-day moving average. Again, Tesla, no. You said finna flip on these stocks to fund GB's new PC. Current one is fuck that shit. Nah, bruh. You're not lying. GB got the funds to buy that bitch. He be tripping, bro. He be looking over there and tally, and then he be expecting. He just don't like texting people with low ball offers and just texting them, bitch. Like me, bro, I'm gonna get that deal, bro. I don't give a damn. I got my whole setup for literally I think $400, $450. My monitor, my PC, it might have been $350. If I can text a guy, I would remember, but I forget. I got the PC, the monitor, the keyboard, the mouse for $350, maybe $400. I got lucky, to be 100% honest. It was a rich white kid, who was getting a brand new one. He didn't care how much he sold it for. And it's Alienware, bitch. Best there is, in my opinion. But he gonna snap out that shit real soon, bro. He gonna get that bit for y'all boys. Now, I got into on holding when it was in the stage 1 and it broke below that stage 1. It broke below 44.02. I cut my losses and called it a day. All right. So now we're waiting for it to form another stage 1. Stage 1 is just when price closes above this orange line right here, our 5-day EMA. When price closes above that, that means we're officially in a stage 1. So we're just paying attention to this stock. It didn't do what we wanted it to do quite yet, but we're watching it. But it's not where it needs to be at yet. Lulu, on the other hand, Lulu is dragging in the dirt in the RSI. We love when stocks are in this zone. We love when they're in this zone. It's been touching the zone too much lately, but eventually it's going to touch this zone and it's going to rise from the ashes, man. And I love this stock, bro. I don't care what nobody's talking about. I don't care what anybody says. Even my own mama be talking about Lulu like it's not a good asset because anybody can make athletic clothing pretty much, and at the end of the day, it's not one of them buy and hold stocks. It's a stock that I'm gonna trade. Like, you know what I mean? They're a good company around, all around though. Like they know how to make money. They know how to distribute clothes. They was the first creator of the athletic brand shit in general. You know, the athlete wear, like to this day, that Lulu on my butt song gonna snap, bro. I got in, earnings fucked me over. That's really what occurred. But now it's gonna work its way back up from this earnings. Our first target over time would be this 185 right here. This is 185 right here. But for short term, I'm taking 2 weeks out. I might take a month out actually, because we're gonna start off pretty good. A month out for Lulu, right? I'm gonna take a 165 contract. We'll easily fill that. The reason I'm saying that is one of our moving averages are sitting at 167. So, and that's our 5 day. So if all I'm targeting is this moving average, realistically the average is gonna come down for me to match where price is at over time. So it's not going to be 167 by the time I get into the trade, because we get in the trades when price jumps above the 5-day EMA. Now, if I seen that there was a doji of some kind that we closed with a doji over here in an extreme, that would be a good indicator for me that there would be a reversal. And a doji is when there's market indecision. And that pretty much means price opened and closed in the same area. And that's really what you want to see if you're buying, like if you're gonna buy on the bottom at a reversal point. Other than that, stuff can definitely keep bleeding. It definitely can. But Lulu's gonna make us that Yekin trust. That Yekin. Matter of fact, we're watching Lulu. But Lululemon is undervalued right now. So we're gonna put Lulu in our undervalued area. And that's a Lula. Lulu. Alright, what else? TTD. That bit fell off a cliff. Now it's in an even better zone for me to buy, though, in my opinion. Even better place to buy. This is the bare bottom. The bare bottom. They didn't have no earnings, nothing like that. They just simply fell to fall. There was no news about the stock coming out. So if we look at this, right? Straighten this down a little bit. Take this over. Here, I'm gonna put it all on candlesticks for you, because shit, even my damn stuff, I'm having a hard time seeing that right now. My eyes hurt. All right. So what I like is we got that flip candlestick, and we pretty much opened and closed in a similar area. That's what we call a doji, right? We hit an extreme. We like the stocks when they look ugly. We don't like them when they look pretty, okay? That's not the trading method. That's not what we play around with over here, okay? This stock is coming from way up here. Let's clarify that. Our first swing target literally can just be 81, the 200-day moving average. But it's gonna be over time that we get up there. Their earnings are the things that always boost them up for the most part from what I see, and they probably just had a rough earnings right here. The stage 1 distributed and it didn't chug up. It was just a failed stage 2 breakout. So yeah. Long story short, it's in a great Bible zone right now. As we can see, it's literally hitting the same lows that it was hitting in April. Okay, and I'm almost so fucking positive, man, that as soon as market opens on Monday, this shit's gonna go up a couple dollars, man. But I can't call that quite yet. Exactly, despise it. We want it to look ugly before it looks pretty. The only thing I will say is you want these to be good companies. Companies that aren't going bankrupt, companies that aren't being held down by the market. And what I mean by held down by the market is their entire sector is kind of fucked up right now. Like, technology sector is not fucked up right now. It's surging. Nvidia surged, Apple surging, everything's at pretty much good highs. This is in the technology sectors. UPS. So UPS looks ugly, but it's not set up yet. We're watching UPS though, 100% honest. I'm gonna write that one down. We watching UPS, but the reason we're not trading UPS quite yet, we're gonna watch TTD as well. And the reason we're not getting into UPS quite yet is simply because that is not in quite the right zone yet. It's almost there though. It's almost ready. UPS is kind of dealing with shit from Donald Trump a lot right now. To be real with you, with all the tariffs and shit, they deal with, you know, shipping and shit from out of this country and all that. Yeah. But yeah. UPS is almost in a stage 1. Actually, hold on. Let me see if this candlestick closed. But if it did, you can say it's in a stage 1 and it's in a Bible zone. Let me look at this, man. Candlesticks. We're gonna set this as default. So yeah, we're in that stage 1, buddy. You can buy UPS right now if you so chose to. We hit a similar low. It rose up from that low. Your first target could be that 89 if you wanted it to be. And I'm gonna try to zoom in for y'all. And I know it's gonna do. Nah, I didn't do it. Okay, cool beans. For UPS, yeah, you're in a buy zone for UPS. So you see that it says 84.49 or 84.49, and the price is at 84.40 or 84.35. The day before though, this green candlestick right here closed above. So we're in a stage 1 regardless of what anybody says, because we already closed above. Even if we trickle back down, our low point is that 82. If we break below 82, that's when you start to worry about, should I get out the trade, yada, yada, yada. Okay? But notice how price came back down. It came here, and then it came right back down here, right? But it rejected off the similar area. At a similar area, it rejected. So that means that price doesn't want to fall below that point. And that's good for us. UPS is a slow moving stock. So trust that it's going to take a little bit of time for this to get to where you want to be. They already had their earnings, they have their earnings coming up next month. In October, okay? At the end of the month of October. So generally, we want to try to get to 89 prior to their earnings. Now, that's going to be a little hard because UPS just is one of them stocks that trickle up, trickle down, trickle sideways sometimes. All right. But you wouldn't take an 89 call. You would probably take like an 86 and then eat money. You would just eat money after that to that 89. But it would give you a good opportunity to make money. And to be real with you, you can just buy ownership here and wait for it to go back up to 102 if you wanted to, and make a quick, $18 a share, and that's smooth. If you make $18 a share 5 times, you buy 5 shares, right? It's gonna be around it's probably gonna be around like 400 and probably it's gonna be like $478. All right, around that. So anything that deals with shipping and receiving is dealing with tariffs. Anything that deals with imports, like construction companies, are dealing with tariffs because they have to import their what they use to build shit from out of the country. All right, UPS, FedEx, but what I don't want you to do, Dread, is get scared because of tariffs, because literally we just had rate cuts and everything. The only reason I'm saying that certain things are affected by tariffs is because that's why they're down to where they're at right now. Over time, though, the tariffs are going to lose the effect that they have on the market. the market will eventually get used to what's already happening and just say, fuck it, we're gonna fuck with the stock anyway. All right, but more stocks that are affected. FedEx is a little affected, but not as much. It's just a lot of your. I gotta stop saving these same charts in here. Hold on. I'm gonna delete this one. I'm deleting this one. So stocks that are really affected, are like they was like the companies that get a lot of stuff from China. Okay, companies that get many things from China were heavily affected. Originally, the reaction that first came out from the tariffs was around this April 7th. The first tariff announcement was at the beginning of the year, though, if you remember correctly, around this point. But it really started tanking around April when they went into effect. Nvidia was infected pretty heavily around that time as well. But look where it's at now. All the stocks that were affected originally are doing better now. So what you want to find is those lagging stocks. These all were dealing with tariff shit. The tariffs are still here, but they're up now. They're up now. You feel me? So my point is that the stocks that are down right now still from the tariffs are those lagging sectors, those lagging stocks that you want to get into now, so you have the opportunity to eat on those. UPS is a great buy. I suggest you get in where you fit in. Me, I'm going to take an 86 contract or 86 call, and I'll eat that money up probably over time. I'll probably take a 2-monther, and it'll probably expire right after earnings, but I'll get out prior to earnings. That's my goal with the stock. That's what I would do. My first target would be 86. When we hit 87, I'll probably be break even, and I'll be good. I'll be chilling. I'll probably buy 2 contracts. Really, the rule of 3 is a good thing to follow, though. I have a lot of money tied up right now, so I'm not going to be buying too much options. All of my money's in HIMS right now. I'm literally looking to just double my portfolio with HIMS, bro. I'm 100% honest with you. I have $750 in there. Not double my portfolio. I started with like $700 in there, $750, and the value of it now is like at 1,000 and some change. Our goal is to get to 1,500 and get out. That's doubling our money with a swing trade over like a month and a half, just a month, not even a month and a half. Like, it'll be beautiful. It'll be so fucking beautiful. That's just swinging. Like, there's a lot of major stocks out here that have leveraged versions of themselves. Nvidia has a leveraged version. MicroStrategy has a leveraged version of themselves. This is something I'll be watching as well, though. MSTR. We're going to be watching MSTR. It's coming around similar levels over here that we had during that major fall. And as you can see, it rose up from the ashes to 49. You get in at 23, you go to 49, you're more than doubling your money. You get into 23, you just go to 38. You're getting a good gain. And this is ownership, straight ownership. These are things that you can buy, hold, and wait for them to get to the point that you want. And make good cheese, not a couple dollars, not a little some good money. Because they're leveraged versions of these major indexes, these major stocks. Right? We're not buying $334 worth of MSTR and waiting for it to go up to this point. All right, and we'll make what? You'll make, if it goes up to 414, you're gonna make like $80. Okay, if it goes up here, you're gonna make $120 off of one share, with just one share. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. But if you go over here and you buy, let me do the math. Oh yeah, Dred. Yeah, I understand, bro. You asking questions. You asking the right questions, bro. 100%. Ain't nothing wrong with what you asked, bro. And I understand you knew, bro. And I'm only gonna suggest the safe investments for bro. That's why I be telling y'all just to swing. Don't trade the options. Just swing. Now, if you want to get aggressive with options, I always tell y'all just to start with leaps. Leaps are option contracts that go out for a year or longer. And their calls, you don't play leap puts. If you play leap puts, you're a fucking duck. I'm not doing that dumbass shit. Okay. Puts is pretty much betting on the stock to go down. will only play puts for short-term times. I do not expect the good companies to go down for a long time. Now, if they're a shitty company, yeah, but I'm not looking for shitty companies because I'm looking to add to my portfolio. I'm not looking for bad companies to bet against. That's just not what I do. It's not my thing. Now, leaps are just contracts, call contracts that go out for longer than a year. Generally, you want to find these leaps in very like struggle-ish territory. Like Dow is a great leap that I'm in right now. DOW. Oh yeah, but MSTR, I'm gonna put this in my Bible zone. And technically it's on a stage 1 on this one, but this chart doesn't matter because it's this chart that matters. And it's in a stage 1 now as well. So yeah, MSTR is a good Bible zone. MSTR. Oh yeah, I was gonna do the math. MSTX. This is the leverage version of this stock. All right, and if you buy 20 shares, I think you can buy less and make more. That's what I'm saying to y'all right now. If I buy 20 shares times 23.39 equals, it's gonna cost me $467. All right, now stay with me now. I'm going to try to get it lesser than that because 23 times, okay, 23.39 times 20. No, that's the same one. 15 times 23.39, it's going to be around 350. Okay, where's our stock price at right now? I think we're around that same price. Around there, okay? So it's going to be 350 for that. So it's going to cost us $350 for 15 shares. 15 shares, $350. Okay. At $23. Now, let's do the math here. We're just going to do 38.65 times 15. Hey, man, get the fuck out of here with your bot-ass comments, man. Man, I be hating that little stream bullshit, bro. Shit's stupid. Shit's stupid. Now, 38 times 6.5 times 15, all right? It's going to be $579.75. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do 579.75 minus 350. You made $229.75, which is more than the $120 that you're going to make for owning one share at that 330 something price. Okay, so what I'm saying is you get more money out of the leveraged version. That's crazy because that's the first target that I just marked up, and you're making more money off of the first target than you would over here. And really, what I was multiplying was for the second target. I said they was gonna make $120, right? So I was trying to get more than that. We're making more than that off of just hitting the first target, off of the leverage version. So when you're swinging the leverage version, there's more money to be made off of the swing trade than there is trading the underlying asset sometimes. It's not all the time, but most of the time that's the case. Most of the time that's the case. So MSTX, for everybody that's in chat right now, this is a perfect opportunity to buy. We confirmed the stage 1. Price closed above our 23.22. We closed above our 5-day because we closed at 23.39. That's the confirmation of the stage 1 right there. We have good levels of support. I'm going to go mark out this chart because you don't mark out the leverage version of the chart. We're sitting slightly below the 200-day. Stocks that are good like that hate to sit slightly below the 200-day moving average. Usually it takes a little bit of time, but they're going to get back up there. Now, this is a good little zone. We got some good support area. We got some good buy zones around here. Beautiful, beautiful. So we're in a good stage 1. You see our TSI went sideways. It's kind of tricking up now. The momentum shifted to the upside a little bit. We hit the RSI over here. We hit the RSI right here. Or a money flow indicator. This is our money flow indicator. So what we would like to see is a nice little surge. The stock takes a long time to move, but this is one of those that y'all can wait, buy, and swing to that target. So now I'm going to mark out this chart so y'all can see the target that you want to swing to. Your first target on here, I'm going to buy this one. Trust. As soon as I take profits on HIMs, I will be buying this one. Alright. First target, 38. Second target, 49. This is MicroStrategy. This is literally a stock that's going to be here for a while, bro. Trust. It has to do with technology, AI, all of that. I got you, June. My fault, man. He really got to probably just reset his password, to be 100% honest with you. But, so yeah. MSTR is in a stage 1. I'm going to write this in my trade ideas as well. MSTR, MSTX, and ZIM is in all of my trading ideas. Damn, done dropped my pen. But yeah, Dred, your next stock that you could buy is this MXTX deep despising. You can definitely buy this shit as well. When I go into the market on Monday, I'll buy some so you guys feel more confident in buying it. All right, but this one right here is one of them ones to buy. All right, now I'm trying to. I know my head be blocking the stock sometimes that I'm looking at. Damn. Yeah, stay tapped in. I appreciate you, my boy. I appreciate you. Now, let me fucking minimize my dome, bro. My big ass head in the way all the prices and shit. I ain't going. Nah. This one. Let me go to. Where's that? Bit chat swag. Tiny K 4K. I'm gonna move this one over here just for today, because this will help y'all see all the tickers that I'm looking at. I'll be blocking the tickers with my head. I'll be forgetting. Strength me up. Alright. Excuse me. But yeah, MSTR, MSTX, great buying opportunities. Love them bitches right there. Gonna go look at Merck. As you guys can see, I've been looking at Merck for quite a long time. Shit's been taking a while to do what I needed to do. Taking a while to do what I needed to do. Yeah, it's not in the Bible zone. It's just moving sideways right now, y'all. Technically, it's below the 50 RSI, so if you wanted to buy it, you could, but it's not even. It's just in that channel right now. I'm not too confident in the play. It's not something that I like. J&J is stage 3 distributing. This is what you call a stage 3 distribution, y'all. I wanted to show y'all a good example. See how we tagged the RSI? We tagged the RSI, price hit a peak, but we didn't fall too far, right? We kind of sideways out. We are starting to create a new stage 1. Because stage 3s can easily turn into a stage 1 if they fall very minorly, like it did here. We fell below, so you would watch. You would literally just watch this to see if it fell below. Then the next day, you would pay attention to the stock and see if it stayed below. If it didn't stay below and it closed above that next day, then you can assume that we're turning a stage 3 into a stage 1 again. Same thing here. We fell below, right? But we still jumped right back above the next day. So you just pay attention to those. And usually if you're paying attention to these, I wouldn't ever, never, do not, on this red candlestick, do not assume that we are going to fall. Do not assume. Okay? You need more confirmation than that. The only way that I will ever assume that a stock will fall if it forms in this RSI is if it forms one of these right here. This is what you call a doji. When price opens and closes at the same point, it's literally just like a plus sign. That's what it is. Okay, a plus sign. When it forms that right there, I can almost guarantee the next day that we are falling. I can take a short for the next day. If we're in an extreme and we have a doji, that is key money level puts right there. That is when I play puts. Okay. Other than that, I really don't play puts too often. You're not gonna get rich off of puts. You get rich off of trends moving upwards. See how we broke above the 20-day moving average? That's a full day breakout. That's a full stage 2 breakout. When you break above this blue line right here with price and your moving averages, full stage 2 breakout. And see how much more money there's to be made on the uptrend than the little bit of down that it went. So that's why I'm saying that you can play shorts, but shorts are literally for positions that you're kind of already in, and you're just trying to make some extra money on the downtrend to kind of like see that it's going down a little bit, to kind of make you not feel that it's going down because you made money off of it going down. And usually the stocks that you're watching, you should be able to notice when they're hitting apexes because you're in the trade, and you should be looking at the stock every day when you're in the trade. You should be looking at the market in general every day. Even if you're starting off with 15, 30 minutes a day, like, just look at it every day. It's gonna get you used to them. Find you 10 good stocks that you like, that you're committed to watching over a time frame. Wait for them to set up. Stock market, there's not always gonna be a trade for you to get into. Should not always be looking for the next trade to get into anyway, because you got to be able to be satisfied with what you made sometimes and wait your turn. Straight up. Sometimes you got to wait your turn. Your turn might not be right this second. Okay, so this is what you call a stage 4. So Oracle just let me see if their ticker Oracle. Damn, that was a fucking clean ass doji right there. See, this is what I'm talking about. When you hit an RSI extreme and you close and open in a similar area. So Oracle is the man who owns this company, surpassed Elon Musk the other day. Money wise and shit, like he's now the richest man in the world. This is gonna be a good stock. You just need to wait for it to set up again. Right now, it's not in a viable time and shit. A lot of the AI stocks are kind of up right now. You kind of need some news or just a bad market day to kind of put them in their place. There's actually AI C3. C3 AI. This stock right here is one that I'm gonna buy right here. I was already in the position at a certain point in time up here. I got in around here. I cut it around 1768 because it just kept going sideways for too long for me. But this stock right here, this is an AI stock that you can buy and own and hold for quite a while. It's at a very cheap discount. Is cheaper than where it was at over here. This is our tariff low right here. All right, and now this is our in demand zone low right here. All right, so as long as we don't fall below 1480 again, see how we fell at 1470 and then came down and only stopped at 1480. Really, we just came down and hit support and bounced back up. But this is one of the companies you can buy and hold for quite a while. Your first target, it's really just gonna be this 200 day. I wouldn't even target this right here. There's not enough resistance probably right there to really hold you down. This is not an option play. This is one of those that you can just swing and hold for quite a while. This is an AI stock. It will do AI shit. It follows the sector with AI and all of that. But when CPI came out and everything good was coming out, this stock broke above that day and formed that stage 1. We bounced off. We formed a doji right here, but dojis don't mean jack shit when they're not in an extreme. So I really don't give a fuck about the doji. But usually when it's having these dojis, it kind of fucks up and whipsaws back down. But there's no negative news coming out. This is one of those stocks, like I said, you're just going to buy, hold, and if it doesn't fall below this 1480, if it dips back down, you just buy some more and hold it for a little bit longer. But it's not going anywhere. Like, it's AI, it's the future. It is the future. But C3, so AI right here. Yeah, I'm going to put this one in my shit too. It's in a stage 1. It hasn't fully broken out yet. Oh no. So This one probably formed a doji on the weekly extreme. Yeah. So you could get into AMD, but AMD's kind of high too. But to be 100% honest, it's not a bad company. It's gonna do what it do, no matter what. AMD is gonna do what it do, man. It's like Nvidia, damn near. Advanced micro devices, and technically it's in a stage 1. It's in a Bible zone right now. Your first target would be 186. Like I said, the stock's not going anywhere. It hit a doji and it hit a similar low right here. Support. TSI is curling upwards. MACD is shifting momentum to the upside. We hit that extreme on the doji. It's been moving in a downwards low channel. This is where our doji was hit at. So now we go a little bit sideways. We came sideways around here. We're going to do the same thing over here on the chart. And then hopefully we just surge. My option target would be 170. Your swing target would be 186.65. Why my camera be acting like a duck? Acting like a little duck. Chill out, little cam. So AMD, and AI. The company's gonna say, Swervy's gonna say AI C3 or some shit. Talking about join Twitch, nigga. It's my chat. The fuck? The fuck? See, this shit be tweaking, bro. I know I can type in my own chat, bro. It's my chat. AMD and AI C3. There it is. I don't know why it made me go on my phone and do that shit. I'm finna delete this stream element shit, bro. Here, we're just gonna control Z, control. That's what I'm talking about, Dre. That's what I'm talking about, my boy. See, my whole OB, man, I'm finna take out this stream element shit, bro. I'm finna delete this software on my shit here in a second. Activity feed, Twitch chat, there it is. Cool beans, there it is, that'll work. Oh shit, that boy finna hit. He finna hit, boy. Oh yeah, shit. You playing college football today, right, man? And then tomorrow that boy got that motherfucking shit. Boy, he got that NFL. AMD. Oh, JD was in a stage 3. JD played against sports. Air. It was in a stage 1. It's been on this little channel for a little while. It's gonna make a decision to rise or fall. I don't like really playing stocks in the middle, man. It's not my thing. Best Buy is in a stage 3. BBY. Chipotle's been getting fucking hammered, bro. Fucking hammered. Let me go look at some news at this shit. Why is CMG tanking? Combination of challenging economic environment with consumers trading down, a significant cut to full year sales forecast following disappointing Quarter 2 earnings generally decline in store traffic, customer transactions. Investors are also concerned about Chipotle's high valuation compared to its current growth prospects. Yeah. When Chipotle gets on the stage, when we're gonna buy that bitch. Fuck them niggas. When Chipotle gets on the stage, when we gonna buy that bitch. Fuck them niggas, man. When they be talking about that news shit, I don't give a fuck. Now it's over here back by these previous lows and shit. It has some room to fall. It can fall to 35 and it could be a buyable zone. Right now it's not buyable. Don't buy it. Or we gotta wait and see on this shit. Don't buy it yet. But I don't fuck. I like Chipotle, bitch. Nah, actually fuck Chipotle, bitch. Every time I go in that shit, every time I go into Chipotle, same white lady, same white manager, bro. Look, I see her, bro. She know what time I'm on. If I don't get what I want on my bowl, when I get to that end of the line, nah, I don't want it no more. Thank you. You have a blessed day. I won't buy that beer, nothing. I'll leave and go right to Panera Bread across the street. Because every time I go there, y'all trying to skimp me. That's exactly why y'all niggas going down right now. Matter of fact, but I'll delete y'all out my chart list, man. Fuck y'all niggas, man. Delete y'all, man. Fucking bougie ass niggas, man. Bougie ass niggas. That's why this shit going down right now. Because y'all kept skimping me out my food. That's what y'all fucking get. Kava tastes better than y'all too. I like Kava. Look, I bet you Kava doing good. Alright, Kava's not doing good either. Kava's not doing good either. Yeah, see, Qdoba good too, bruh. Qdoba be busting. You got to bet on the Jets, bit. Oh no, he said the Jets, bill on the motherfucking the college shit, bruh. Nah, we're gonna watch Kava though, but I'm not gonna lie, they just had some rough earnings. They in the stage 4 right now, but they're definitely undervalued. We like Kava. I like they bowls. They bowls taste better than Chipotle. Qdoba be hitting too, bruh. This is that fallen wedge to rise from the ashes, though, man. Trust. I always spread out the time frames to look at where we've been at historically to see if we're below historical times and shit like that. We're not doing too bad though. Our next support level, we're kind of close to it. It's all of this over here. We just needed to get into a stage 1. We'll buy it on a stage 1. If it breaks below the low that's been set, then we're just gonna get out the position. But we're gonna watch Kava. I'm gonna put this on my stage 4 watch list. Everything that was in my stage 4 watch list has literally just risen. If you look at all these other stocks, CCL was on the stage 4 decline. It's risen. Home Depot was in a stage 4. It's risen. Zim was in a stage 4 around here. It rose up again. It's in a stage 4 again. Now I'm gonna expect it to rise up again. That's why I said Zim is a good trade. IWM was in a stage 4 and it rose again. So when I put these in the stage, I'm gonna take these other ones out of the stage 4 because they're not in it no more. But I'm gonna find some more. Chipotle's in the stage 4. I'll leave Chipotle in here, bro. But I fuck Chipotle though. But it is in the stage 4. We'll save it in our chart list. We're gonna delete Home Depot. We're gonna delete IWM. Zim's not in the stage 4 anymore neither. It's in the stage 1 technically. So we're going to take that out now. If it re-enters the stage 4, I'll re-add it back in here. What else? Let's go back to my portfolio. He said Qdoba. Nah, see, I've had Qdoba like one time, bro. It ain't bad. Don't get it twisted. It's definitely not bad, bro. Just, I don't know, bro. No, bro. When I first ate Chipotle, bro, that shit was like the holy grail. Like, I just need to feel that again when I eat some more. It's just like bowl-like shit. Oh, Adobe will be a good position to own, but it kind of struggled on Friday to like really break out there for real. But we're good. we like Adobe. Adobe's not going anywhere. I use Adobe. Everybody uses Adobe. They just need to hop on the wave though, man, that AI wave, and they definitely will. Pretty sure soon, shortly. Where we was in the stage when we closed below, but we didn't close below any of our lows, so I will still put it in a good viable opportunity. Yeah, they sure did drop, bro, and they definitely do be skimping. Cause I ain't even gonna lie to you, they be fucking skimping, and I don't fuck with that shit, bro. Bro, it's not even y'all food, bro. If I could understand if corporate was in that bit, I don't ever see no corporate in there. You feel me? If corporate was in there, I understand. Like, damn, you gonna have to play it by the book and shit, bro. But y'all be glazing y'all managers' meats, bro. Your manager look over and see you putting too much in my... Bro, I used to go get free Chipotle bowls. Let's clarify. Shout out to my nigga Alex. Every time I pull... Oh, and Adam, bitch. Adam always gave me free Chipotle bowls. If they weren't free, they were like $3. It's like $3, man. Shout out to Adam, bitch. 100% honest. Alex, bitch, I only got a Chipotle bowl from him for free like once or twice, bitch. And I don't talk to that nigga no more for certain reasons. You feel me? So, shout out to my nigga Adam, though, bitch. Fuck with Adam the long way, bruh. But yeah, I got it free bowls, bruh. So that was cool. If I was getting skipped on the free bowl, I didn't give a fuck. It was free. But now I be paying y'all niggas every time I go in there, and I don't pay sometimes because I'm gonna hit you with a nah. The bowl is just not enough, man. What? Bruh, they literally took the chicken off your bowl, bruh. See, yeah, man. Fuck Chipotle, man. We gonna put skimpers in Chipotle's chart list here in a second. But yeah. So we're at 349.36. We're watching Adobe. Our first target's gonna be this 390, and our next target's actually gonna be this 200-day moving average. And then our next target would be up here, and then so on up here, and then so on up here. Adobe's fair value is probably like $400. Adobe fair value. $635. That's its fair value. Okay. No. 2025. Okay, $590 is its fair value. So we'll put this in the undervalued list. Adobe also is gonna fall back into our BNB trades, and that means BNB means shit. I forget what fucking BNB means. But long story short, the BNB trade is just simply swinging to the 200-day moving average. Okay, when good assets are under the 200-day moving average, that's when it's a good opportunity to buy them bitches. We're under the 200-day moving average. It's pretty rare for us to get like this. If you look at the previous couple of years, like 5 years, so we was up, we broke below, we broke below, we broke below, we broke below. We broke below, we came here, and we dropped again. And then we rose from the ashes, came back down, you rose from the ashes, you came back down. But then it got uncomfortable sitting below the 200-day moving average. Then we rose. Adobe's going to make this adjustment to have AI probably in their either like their software making shit, Adobe Premiere Pro, something like that. They're going to incorporate AI into their business eventually. That's what all the tech companies that are going to be successful are doing. So watch for Adobe. Adobe is in a buyable zone, in my opinion. I would buy that bid, even though it's sitting a little bit below the 200-day or the 5-day moving average and shit. It's going to make its way back up. As long as it doesn't break below these lows right here, you're sitting pretty comfortable. We literally hit the same similar low over here, and we stopped. Price doesn't look like it wants to go below this 30 level. Okay, so 330 is a pretty safe area. It would have been great to get in down here, but you're in a stage one up here. You have $19 of room, $18 of room to fall before you would cut your shit, and it's not really gonna hurt you too much losing $18 now, is it? If you was trading options on this though, it'd feel a little different. You feel a little different. TSI went sideways. That's a good indicator that we're changing. We have indecision. We're making a decision eventually. We like that. We like that. Yes, we do. We like that shit right there. Damn. See, bruh, I don't know when my chart did that dumbass shit. I don't know when my chart did that dumbass shit, bro. I be hating that shit, though. I was just yapping to myself. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, they always be skimping, though, bro. Skimping ass. Yeah, let me go put skimpers on their charts, bro. Skimpers. Skimpers. They some skimpers, man. Always be skimping. Nah, let's go back to portfolio. Look at Coinbase. Coinbase is in a stage 2 breakout. So we put coin here and CO and L. So this is the leverage version of coin. Alright. Your first target would be around here. Your first target would be this 50. Your next target would be that 70. It's literally you'll make close to $20 a share if you own it. This is another good swingable trade. Now, what I will say is you might have missed it because I didn't put it out fast enough. Yes, technically, it's too far going, y'all. When it hits above that 50, the play is too far gone. I'm not getting into it. Now, if it takes a dip below that anytime after the market opens next week and stuff, that's cool. But my opportunity to get in would have been this candlestick right here that engulfed right here. And I missed it. Unfortunately, it's been in the stage 1 this whole time right here. So, it's just, I can't buy it, y'all. It goes against the system. It goes against the system. It goes against the system. Deckers. It's not Bible right now. I'm going to keep it pushing. Donut. Do they have good earnings one day, Ben? Literally, that's exactly what. No, I don't know why they surged up like that. I be forgetting. But Donut is in a stage 1 now. DNUT. As you can see, EMA is at 316. We closed at 316. So technically closed at the moving day average, which I'm not complaining about. Not complaining about. This is not one of them stocks that are really gonna break above this 200-day moving average, but it is in the stage 1. Slowest point is 295. It's at 316. I won't be too hurt if I take a L on the play. RSI extreme. Went down. We hit an extreme. They rose up out of the extreme a little bit and then it came back down. So yeah, you can watch this stock. It's in stage 1, but it's not my favorite buy. Edison, I've been waiting on this stock for so long. If you guys can see, when it fell, I've been waiting on it to rise from the ashes. It rose, came back down, but it doesn't want to break below that level. See, like, literally the 200-day moving average has come down to the stock. They reevaluated the stock, I think, and put its like fair value at like $70 or something. No. This is the company that's dealing with the burns in California and shit. The fire can only burn for so long, but that's why I was like the stock's gonna do good, and it's not doing bad. It's just I only made a little bit of money off of it because it was moving so stagnantly. I ain't gonna lie. GD. GD is in the stage 3. This is the contract I made the most money off of ever. I think I made $1,300 off the contract, $1,400 actually, off of one contract. Now, IRM. This is in a breakout. So you put IRM in the breakout area. KIC is technically in a stage 4 at this moment in time. We're gonna observe this though. We're gonna put it in our stage 4 watch list. So what's that thing? Damn, what was it? Fuck. Damn, I couldn't remember what it was. Yeah, man. Let me go back down. I know what I'll see it in a second. I think it was JD. Nah, it wasn't JD. JD's in a rise. Johnson & Johnson? Nah, it wasn't. What the fuck was I just looking at? Oh, KHC. Kraft Heinz. So we're at stage 4. We're looking at KHC. We're gonna go ahead and save that bad boy right here, man. We're simply just watching. We're coming around a similar low area. The next day it'll probably surge back up. That's just the kind of stock it is. It just likes to do that, fall and then rise, fall and rise. Eventually it's gonna make that comeback though. Eventually it's gonna make that comeback, man. I know y'all like y'all ketchup, honey mustard and shit, but man, it's gonna make that comeback soon. Oh yeah, I have some cool ass shit for y'all though. I created some code. Well, not me, AI did that shit. And while I'm over here looking for all the stage 1s, I can literally just go over here, go to my selected scan, stage 1 finder, and then my chart list. So I go to my portfolio. It should show me every one that I already marked, pretty much. Run scan. Damn, why does it keep doing that? It's running a scan for the whole sector. Add. There it is. So look, all the stage 1s that I marked out for y'all earlier, it just scanned them, right? AI is in a stage 1. AMD is in a stage 1. MSTR, like I said, is in a stage 1. Zim is in a stage 1. It just does all the work for me. Long story short, Dell's in a stage 1. Oh yeah, we like Dell too. Dell looks like a good option actually. I do a 135 kind. I probably do 130. Dell's in the stage 1. DEL. I really should have just did this from the start, y'all, but I forgot. And really, I like to go through everything with you guys, but we can go to the stage 4 finder, add my chart list, add it. It's going to tell me all the stage 4s that are currently in and at. UPS technically isn't in a viable zone yet, according to them, but like I said, UPS already broke above and then closed below the next day, so you can still buy you a UPS. XYZ is going to make a decision off of this 200-day whether to break below or rise again. I don't give a fuck about them, no. I don't like XYZ like that. Skyworks Solutions. So since they're below everything right now, they're going to make a decision. When they make their decision, you'll know what to do. Rocket, though. I'm waiting for Rocket to hit $3. $3. And then I shall be buying some more. Around $2.90. Shout out to my nigga Atlan. Atlan's the one who put me on this stock. We're watching this for the future right here. I'm watching that one for the future. I showed y'all that McDonald's. We're going to pay attention to McDonald's, though. We like McDonald's. McDonald's, look. So y'all seen what I was talking about, the dojis, right? This is technically an RSI stream. We tagged it. Doji. Price opened and closed around the same area. We might have hit a high here, but see how the candlestick body's all right there? And then we fell like a bit. These are the times where you can play dojis. Look, we was hitting key support level or key resistance levels right here all day, all day, all day. Okay, so we're gonna watch, observe for this stock. Its lowest low right now is 304. We're gonna see where McDonald's opens at. If it jumps above 308, or moving at, or yeah, pretty much. If it jumps above the 5-day, our first target's gonna be right back up there, fucking 318, 319. Their earnings come out on what you call it, October 28th. I'm never scared to play McDonald's earnings, boy. I ain't never scared to play that shit. McDonald's is fucking McDonald's, man. It's been around for too fucking long to do wrong. That's my opinion. Too fucking long to do wrong. All right, but McDonald's is in the stage 4, so we're watching. MCD. They formed that doji up there. I missed the doji. I would have loved to eat on that play right there. Ugh, it does that shit every time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Net Tap Inc. It's been doing this thing forever. Oh, Realty. I love this fucking company. I've already made so much money off of these niggas. Look at this. This is a whole breakout that I did over here. Like, wonderful. I made 100%ers on this shit like twice, bro. I love that shit, bro. I love that shit, bro. It's my favorite stock ever. Now we're coming up to where we started the year off at, which is wonderful. It's just been doing its thing. We're going to wait for it to start another stage 3, or stage 1, I mean. But technically right now, it's on that breakout. So we put O in our breakout category. Taiwan Semiconductors just been going up and up and up forever. This is the consumer discretionary sector. Yeah. Procter Gamble is not in a. It's technically in a breakout, but it's in a breakout in a. Not quite a buy zone. It's almost in the buy zone. Procter Gamble does and produces beautiful money flow patterns, though. And this is a stock that you can make money on with the trading system that I provide pretty consistently. Anything else for y'all? We love Lulu. We're just watching for that stage 1 to come in action. HP, I think. Yeah, no, it's in the stage 3. HP on stage 3 around there. Now Hershey's stage. No, it's not on a stage 3. It's on a breakout. HSY. What else? HBI Haynes brand. This is what you call a stage 3 distribution right here. HBI, Cool Beans, Etsy was buyable the other day. Right now it's kind of scary to buy, but if you were to buy it, its first target would be 66, 68, and then 70. I like that all the momentum shifting upwards and all of that good shit, though, you know. Looks good. You got a lot more room on the money flow indicator, which is pretty cool. I like that. But it looks like it's going to take either a dip or a rise to follow. It usually just has red day, green day, red day, red light, blue light, red light, blue light. Looking at that. That's how that shit got me feeling. We hitting it. Look, price has memory, y'all. We came down here around a similar area, and we bounced off that area. So this shit likes to go up, down, for real. It does like to do that shit. So I might go do a little downswing for me, a little short one, and then I might be able to get in. But as you can see, we're above that 50. So it's a little risky. I'm not trying to go against my trading plan with y'all on charting, on stream and shit. But personally, I might take the trade just for options, not for a buy and hold or nothing like that. Because I'm Mr. Take That Fucking Risk. Dow Holdings. This is that stock I was telling y'all about. This is on a stage 3 or stage 2 breakout. Alright. This stock, I would do a leap for. This is one of those that I would do a leap contract for right here. This is what I was talking about right here. We're way down here. Way down here. Way down here. Alright. See me, I do a 2-year leap. I do a 2-year leap for these highs over here, these lows over here, right? Because look, it took us from 2024 to rise up 2025 to start falling, right? We're almost at the end of this year. So that's 2 years. And now we're at the bottom of a trough. So I expect from this 2 years to rise. Now, you could do, what I would do is probably like a $30 or $35 leap for 2 years out. We'll hit our 35. We'll be pretty close to 40 around then. But you'll be making good cheese, good money. It came down in a similar area around here and then bounced up and rose out from the ashes. Like I said, this all happened in 1 year, but this is from COVID and all of that great stuff. You know what I mean? So we rose, and we fell. This is a good company though, y'all. Good company. I like this. I like this company a lot. So yeah, leap. Leaps on Dow. And again, what a leap is a multi-year option call contract. That is what a leap is. I think that might Cube is in a breakout, so you put CUB here, CUBE. It's not buyable. Don't buy it right now. Now selling these. We're technically on a breakout. Nah, we're in a stage 1 for this shit. CE. Your first target would be the 200-day moving average, 56, 61. Your option swing, your option contract would probably be 46 or 47 for short term to get to this 49 again. Yeah, that's what I would do personally. So like me, I would go over here and look at CE. I'm gonna have to go into this chart list though. CE, and I would see if we're in any important areas around here. We had a low right here. We came down, touched the low again. We filled this fair value gap right here. See, we hit a doji around this low again, so we should surge back up to this 49 low. I'm using analytical. I'm using futures analysis with this, fair value gaps and everything like that. It can be applied to stocks, which is wonderful. But that's from my future shit. That's where I'm getting that one from. A fair value gap is literally gonna be this top wick. Or am I tripping? Yeah, it's this top wick right here, this candle body that engulfs it, and then this bottom wick is the fair value gap. We trickle down into there, and then we shot up again. Now we formed another fair value gap. We trickle down into there. I'm expecting to shoot up to this next price target up here, 48. Me, I would probably take a month out for this 40, this 48 and shit over here, but it's gonna get there a lot sooner than that. CE is buyable to be. So trade ideas, we're gonna put CE and we're gonna circle it. We're gonna circle it. This is Gabe's trade right here, TD. He seen it fall. He should have got into this shit right here. He be bucking. But that was a good trade. It was a great ass trade. Yeah, I didn't do nothing with gold yesterday on futures because that shit wasn't doing a goddamn thing. They do be flicking off my food, bruh. I ain't even gonna lie. They be flicking my shit off, bruh. What's up, chat? Y'all got any thoughts y'all want to look at, man? We up bright and early for y'all, man. Bright and early. McDonald's will be viable probably in the middle of next week. Pay attention to McDonald's. Carvana. Carvana's gonna end up coming back into that stage 3 eventually. Or stage 1, I mean. My bad, y'all. I got up early as hell to do this stream and shit. I'm over here getting a little tired on y'all, man. But I ain't done. I gotta finish my homework first. Fuck GameStop, Dread. Fuck that shit. That's a hype beast stop, man. But it's on a breakout. It's not a viable breakout. You would have had to buy it 4 days ago. GME is on a breakout. See this doji right here? That doji formed at the edge of the money flow indicator. It didn't break above this. I'm really expecting I could play shorts on that shit next week. That's how confident I am on that shit to fall back down. It hit a doji at a similar point. I could play shorts on that bit next week to hit 20. Well, I played $24 shorts. Let it go to $23.76 and then sell. Or $23.50. That's what I'm doing next week. Yeah, that's what I'm doing next week. GME shorts. Yeah, because I hate GameStop. They fucked me. Them niggas fucked me up, man. No Diddy, big. I said that shit the wrong way the first time, big. But them niggas fucked me up, big. No cap. Alright? So I don't fuck with them niggas. Every time they hit this rise, they literally fell down pre-market, rose up again. They're looking hella bearish. If I could see where they're at right now, I would tell you that they're probably dropping right now. They have a huge gap to fill and everything like that. But GameStop is not a good company, bro. GameStop is not a good fucking company. I hate them niggas, bro. I hate them niggas. They don't do nothing. Not a goddamn thing. I don't even go walk into GameStop anymore. But I ain't gonna lie, it's higher than where it was a while ago. Like, they boosted up its value, to be 100% honest. This shit was like $3, $9, $10. Like, now it's comfortably sitting around the 20s, which is good for them, you know what I mean? But right now it's not in the Bible zone for you to buy. It's too high. Alright. I'd play shorts on this bit next week only because I see this money flow indicator tagged at 80 right there. And then on my weekly RSI, we hit that bit. We hit a weekly RSI over here. We hit a weekly RSI over here and we fell. Usually when it hits this weekly RSI on GameStop, it does a little something for your boy. Over here, it didn't do shit. Well, it fell a little bit regardless of the scenario. It fell from 28 to 25. But no doji. There's a doji right here for me. That's what I like. Show me market indecision on the way up. So that means I can play it on the way down. And September is a bad month. So I like the short right there. And Jared, sorry for hating on GameStop, dude. I'm a hater on shit that I lost on, Brian. Well, I'm a sore loser. Man. But it's still not viable. Don't buy it. It's still not viable. It's not worth it yet, man. It's not worth it yet, my boy. It's not worth it yet. But these weekends will get you rich. I'm glad all y'all boys are in here right now. Boys and girls, whoever's in here, I appreciate y'all for tuning in right now. Let's see. What else we looking at? We're going to have to probably go to the sector and shit. Samsung? I actually don't know Samsung's ticker, but let me go see.
It should just pop up for me.
The fuck you spell Samsung? Samsung. I'm gonna go Google Samsung's ticker. They might not be publicly traded. Ticker. A ticker is the symbol that a stock is listed off of. It's KRX. They're probably doing better than Apple right now. Nah, I don't know. Apple just had a rough day. KRX. Bro, I could have sworn it just said KRX. It did say KRX. What's going on? Oh, hit a slash. No. Let me see if it's over here. KRX. Alright, let me just type in Samsung. Look at it over here. What the fuck? Samsung's is a futures contract. Samsung trades like futures, man. I actually did not know that. It's not in the Bible zone. So Samsung, I guess, really you can't trade it as a stock. It trades as futures, like in the futures market. So if I went over and like pretty much any of these right here, you can trade on the day. Like you can trade this shit, you can trade this shit, you can trade this shit. These are all future market stocks. I guess Samsung is along with the futures market. Me, I would play shorts on Samsung. This next coming week, it looks like there's a nice reversal signal out there. Shit, I didn't know I could play Samsung on the futures though. Let me see if I can play that shit over here. Let me see if KRX is available for me to trade. Nah, they won't let me trade it over here. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. But yeah, Samsung is not a stock, I guess. It's a futures market trade. So that's why you can't trade them. Oh boy. That's why you can't trade it. This shit scanned for everything in the market. D's in that stage 1. A lot of these companies I don't know of. That's why I'm just scrolling past them. I'm not one for the randoms. I found some pretty good BJ's. Let's check out BJ's. Alright, we like BJ's, y'all. BJ's is in the stage 1. For BJ's, it looks like a pretty good buy opportunity in my opinion. We hit a low right here. This is our low, 94.63. We hit a similar low, started swinging. We swung up a couple dollars. So we hit a low again. I anticipate that we rise up. The momentum shifted. We hit an extreme here. We hit an extreme. We tagged that bit right there. BJ's doesn't usually tap the extreme at all. It gets pretty close and then does what it does. It gets pretty close and then does what it does. So it gets pretty close and now I need to do what it do. You're gonna get some resistance at 101. So I would take an option contract for there. And then your real target is going to be up here, 107. Your next target is 110. Then after that is 115 and 120. 120 is your high resistance target. 115, you should have little to no resistance. You'll have some good resistance at this 110 level. And you'll definitely have some resistance at 107 because it's a bottom and it's a It's a bottom and it's a previous top, so it's gonna be hard to fight through. But your real first target is gonna be 105. It's 200-day moving average. So you will put this in your BNB trade. Let me go see what BNB stands for. B. And where's the end thing? BNB trade. Means what? Alright. It's not telling me what I want to see for y'all. So don't worry about that shit. That shit doesn't mean a goddamn thing. BNB is just something that Gerald Peters speaks about. I forget what he says it stands for again. But it's just simply swinging to the 200-day moving average. BJ's is a good company. I got a BJ's card. I like BJ's gas. Now, what I will say is they got some competitors now with Walmart doing pretty much what they do with the gasoline and cheap gas prices and everything like that. But we like BJ's. BJ's is a good company. I like BJ's a lot. We'll upload BJ's to my portfolio. We're going to see BJ's for the past 5. It's probably been in stock for way longer than this. Yeah, BJ's has been consistently uptrending for so long. We're not going to disrespect them. It doesn't drop below this bit too often. As you can see, drop below the 200-day moving average, rose above, drop below the 200-day moving average, rose, drop below, rose. Just tagged it, drop below, rose, drop below, rose. This is at the beginning of the company's phase, so we're not going to include that right there. But yeah, great company, great values, great economics over here all the way around. We like BJ's. It's an viable opportunity. Buy. We'll put BJ's in our shit. We're going to circle BJ's. You want that motherfucking BJ's. You want that motherfucking BJ's. No cap, man. That BJ's. Let's keep on scrolling. Nah, this is the wrong one. Go back. Here it is. Never mind. Let's see. Cannabis technologies. Cannabis. Nah, I'm just playing. Fuck that. Stop. You're looking for some more stage 1s. Some more stage 1. Celsius. Celsius is in a stage 1. It distributed. They have earnings coming up. It's not my favorite trade. There's more opportunities out there. We'll add you to the watch list though. C3 is. I don't know what this company is. I don't know why it's down here. We're not playing that. CME group though is alright. This is just an investment group. Yeah, I don't mind this one. This is in the stage 1 right here, CME. And your first target would be 270 for options. For anything, really, actually, if you look at it closely. We tagged the 200-day. We bounced off of it. It's closest it's probably been to the 200-day in a long time. That's why we like it. Yeah, we'll definitely play that. We'll put CME in our trade ideas. Give this one like a, since it's bouncing off the 200-day, it's probably like an A trade. Cloud structure AI. Shit started at $50 and fell off a cliff. I don't know much about the company and I don't feel like learning right now. Y'all dow. No, let's see. Any other good companies? Any other good ones for your boy Swervy?
Up to the morning, 6:30 now.
Any other stocks that I want to buy? If not, Echelon. Yeah. We'll play 45 calls for 3 months out for this right here. Because oil, Echelon, fucking electricity. USO, though. That's what we're looking at. So yeah, we like the oil. And most oil stocks are mimicking this right now, like the gas station, probably like Chevron and everything. We're in a breakout officially. We're in a viable breakout at that. So USO, short-term target for options for me would be 76. Swing target. Usually when I buy an option contract, I'm going to buy some shares because if I do end up taking a loss, usually I would like the ownership to cover my L, okay, on the options. Usually would like them to cover my L. Swing target, option target, second swing target. We like oil right now. The companies are all going to start doing their thing. What other oil company? Chevron. CVX, that's what it is. It should be mimicking that shit, kinda. Yeah, it's mimicking that bit, kinda. Shells. Yeah. So Shells is moving similar. So this is another oil looking stock, right? Energy and oil. First target 74. You would probably just take a 72. Call to eat good money. Maybe 73 if you wanted to be cheaper. And you would take it out for a little while. We tied the same area twice. And we're just going to see how we open up on Monday, but it's in a viable position. The reason we're looking at these stocks is because the whole oil sector is set up. United States oil shit is set up. So we put EX here. We put USO here. We're going to put USO in our trade ideas. We'll put Shell in our trade ideas. Adobe is in our undervalued stocks right now. It's not in the stage 1 for Adobe quite yet. So we're going to leave that there. No, what? Adobe's in the wrong category. It's undervalued. ADBE. Now, is there any other stocks that y'all want me to look at? Because right now I'm really just rolling. Oh, Six Flags. So I don't like playing non-necessity companies for real, but it's in a stage one. It literally can go up right to that previous high right there, 26. This is a great options play for me. Like, that's why I'm gonna like it. It'll do what I need it to do probably in a couple days. It had a doji in the extreme right here, and it bounced up. It got a little bit more room for me to go a little bit. There's 23 level. It might short me out, man. It might fuck me over. Who knows? But I do like it for options, though, specifically. Not for ownership, for options, though. So I don't suggest anybody buy this one. Six Flags has been around for so long, but I actually don't like roller coasters like that. Actually, I'm capping. I love roller coasters. It's just I don't like amusement parks like that. Really and truly. Pretty much when everybody was stuck inside during COVID, this is when the stock got the cheapest. It's around COVID area lows and shit, so it might actually be a good buy opportunity, but you got to see why it's going down first before we say that. Why is fun tanking? Stock. They didn't understand that it was a stock, man. Several significant issues are causing Six Flags poor Q2 2025 earnings and guidance cut. They had disappointing earnings. The company reported earnings per share of 26, well below the consensus estimate at 0.79. Lower guidance following a miss. Six Flags dramatically cut its adjusted from billions to 800,000. Were driven by a 9-year drop of attendance. People are they might just stop liking that shit, bro. See, companies like these are not ones that I play the comeback simply because fuck, an amusement park can close down. They can be done. I know they're in other industries a little bit, but that's their main shit. It's their main shit. We don't play comebacks on not good companies. We play comebacks on beautiful companies, great companies. If you gotta come back and I don't know you like that, if I don't know you, can't fuck with you, man. Can't fuck with you. I don't know you. Can't fuck with you. Straight up. Nah, let's see. Any other stocks, man? Any other stocks? We got another list right here. These are all stage ones. My AI scan did it for me. I appreciate that because it makes my job a little bit easier. Southern Co. It's in a stage one. It's got a good reversal point right here. There's probably no option contracts in this shit though. I know it's optionable, but there's probably no contracts in there that's gonna really like do anything for real to make no money. You need to have good open interest in options to be able to get what you want out of that shit sometimes. I'm not adding that company to my shit because I don't know much about them. And I don't really give a fuck too. Sezzle. Sezzle looks like a good buy opportunity. It's in a stage 1. Any sleepers? Well, shit, I might be looking at one right now, Dread. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just got to do some more research, but this is just only a buyable and hold one. You can't play options on this. But I got to see why it's here before we make a decision on why to buy and how long the company's been around. It hasn't been around for shit, but it doesn't like going to the 200-day. It buys up off the 200-day moving average pretty often. The reason there's no average here is because it didn't exist before then. The company wasn't around for more than 200 days before then. Now, we touched it one time, dipped below, and we came back. It's too new of a company for me to tell y'all to buy it. But it might be a sleeper. I'm really here looking through some sleepers and shit for you, Dread. Rumble. I think I seen this shit already. We're back at the similar lows from the beginning of the year. Communication and media. Anybody can do what they do. It's in a stage 1. You can buy it. The first target would be 912, but not my favorite stock. Not my favorite buy. It's in the money flow. It's money flow confluent though. I'm trying to find you some sleepers, Dread. But I think I done went over a lot of things already. I think I done went over a lot of ones. I'm trying to find you one more good little sleeper though. Let me see what I can do for you. This is a REIT. Yeah, we're not playing REITs. They move too slow. Dave and Buster's. Dave and Buster's ain't bad. This would be. Yeah, man. Now, this would be. Established a new low with Doji and all of that great stuff. The Doji was in this RSI right here. So it can swing up to this 26. It is in a stage 1. I have a lot more plays on my list that are more beneficial, like Zim, MSTX, AI, and AMD are the buys. And we'll look up leveraged version of AMD. AMMU or AMUU. AMMU or AMUU. Let's go over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to AMUU. This is the leveraged version of AMD. And this is something that you can buy, Dread, and you can hold till it comes up to that 56. Again, it's just the leveraged version of the stock AMD, which is right here. It mimics the same movement as this right here. You can buy like 10 of the shares of the AMUU. If you buy 10, it'll probably be 10 is $400. You goes up to 560, 560. You made 160 off of it, all right, for $400. If you were to actually just own the stock, swing it from where it's at. If you would own, where is it at right now? Price is at 158, so you would make. Let's say you spent two. If you got about two shares. Two shares to get you to around 360. It'd be like two shares and like 1/4 of a share. Let's just say two shares, and I'll do the math better. If you own two shares at 158 and it went up to 186, you're making $22 a share. Am I mistaken? Yeah, $22 a share. Because 2 gets you up to there, 170. Nah, I'm incorrect. I gotta work on this fucking simple math, bro. I'm just tired as a bit, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't a mathematician, man. Fuck. Math was my best subject in school, man. I ain't gonna lie. Minus 158. Yes, 28. You made $28 a share. If you own two shares, you make 48. And you're pretty much spending, or you make in times 2, you make $56. But on the leverage version of the same stock, it mimics it. You spend $400, like you pretty much were here. You're gonna make 160, because 39.344 times 10, $394.40, and then you just do 56.10 times 10. Then you subtract the 349 or not. The 561, right, minus the 394.4 is 166.60. So again, you make more money off of the leverage version of the stock, about like double. It's a little more risky because if the stock goes down, you lose double. But if you're taking good trades, you don't really need to worry about that. And then it's a swing trade. It's ownership. So you can cut your loss or you can turn it into a buy and hold. But you don't buy and hold these right here. Don't buy and hold these. You only buy and hold them. You just buy more when they hit close to your low again if you wanted to, for real. But you don't. If it's a swing trade, you commit to the swing trade. You got a stop loss. Your stop loss would be 35. If it breaks below that 35, your risk. Plays over with. AMU though, Dread. AMU, you can add that to the trade ideas. AMU, and put AMD in your list as well, because AMD is what this stock is gonna follow. You never look at this this shit to determine where it's gonna go. You look at this. This is the actual asset that is following. You got BJ's in here. BJ's is a good trade in my opinion. It'd be a longer kind of trade. BJ's. Now we're gonna go to the dogs of the Dow. We're gonna rank them boys. The dogs of the Dow are major stocks that have been around for a long time that we respect. AMG is in stage 4. This is technically a stage 4 as well. Stage 3. Stage 3. Stage 4. Stage 4. But we're basing, so that's good. Stage 3. Nah, that's a stage 4. We broke below. This is a stage 3 distribution. And this is a stage 1.
So VZ goes at the top of our list because it's in a stage 1. VZ is number 1. It's in a stage 1. It's the closest to a breakout. It's not viable, but the reason we rank it in the stage 1 is or number 1 is because it's the only stock in this shit right now that's technically in a stage 1 that's viable, but I'm not buying it. It's not viable because it's above the 50 RSI. But and we go over here and we'll start on our stage 3s. Stage 3s can return into stage 1s. We're gonna put some stage 3s. Pretty sure one of these is, I think it was AMG. AMG is the stage 4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And actually, I think somebody ranked this shit for me already, so we're gonna see how he ranked it. I'll be following who I post to follow in order to do this shit right here, y'all boys. It's gonna be that stream boost shit again. Yeah, when it comes to the leverage versions of the stocks, it's higher payoff but higher risk. But to be 100% honest with you, the risk is minimized because it's following the same stock that you're already supposed to be looking at. It's following this stock that's set up in the stage 1. So you can lose a little bit more, but since you're swing trading and you have your stop, you know where you're stopping at. Like, simply put, you wouldn't let it go any farther than this right here. This 149.22, you wouldn't let it go farther than that. After it goes farther than that, you would cut the play. And it has to close below that. Close below that. For the day, it has to close below that. Okay? Because a stock can dip down there and bounce off of that area. Same day. Same day. And you'll be looking sick because you closed the position too early. You're going to have to eat the loss that comes with it breaking below your shit. You're just going to have to eat that. Because your winners are going to win 10 times more than that loss. Same thing. This is the same exact stock that I was just looking at, but this is just the leverage versions of the bullish trend, okay? So, again, over here, this is our lowest low. So if it broke below 35.24, then you'd be like, damn, and it has to close below it. So that means that, let's see if we have an example. We have an example of when it did what I'm talking about. I'm trying to see where we had some good support and fell through, but you're not going to see it on this chart right here. This is a little example. We had a doji, but we still fell down the day afterwards and shit. We rose up, so it's not a very good example. That's why I'm saying that. But technically, we fell below our low. Not even. Because our lowest low point was right here. We ended up closing right on that point. That's why I said you need to wait till close to determine whether or not you're getting out the trade. Our lowest point was right there. We closed right at our lowest point. The next day we closed right above our lowest point. And then we shot the fuck up. Let me go ahead and delete that one. So yeah. So Dread. So really, this is a good trade as well. And I'm showing you the leverage version of these stocks, so you can buy these and swing them. You don't have to play options. I don't advise options. I would look more into options if you are gonna play options, and if you want If you want, be like on your free time, shit, I'll give you my number separate from this, and you can just call me when you feel like you want to learn some shit. To be honest, or I'll be in the core, whatever you want to do, bro. But cause reinforcing, teaching you shit is reinforcing my knowledge 100%. So I don't ever mind giving out no knowledge, but it's only gonna make me better and make you better. But what else? What else? So yeah, this is our lowest point. So if this 39.44 closes before this 35.24, and I mean it needs to close below. Like it needs to close at like $35, 34 or something. Of course, cuz no problem, Dread. That's what I'm here for, bruh. This is it's helping me and helping you. And I don't give a damn. Me talking to y'all, I get to go over here and look at everything that I look at on my Twitch and shit after I stream. And even while I'm live trading, it'll help me understand my emotions while I'm trading and everything like that. Because I'll be visually seeing it. So I definitely don't mind. See, Hard Rock trying to get me in there, Dread. Hard Rock trying to get me in there. 30% profit boost, big. Hold on. Nah. We not going to Hard Rock bet, though. But yeah. We fuck with this one, like this trade. So this is a good trade. CONL coin is in a stage 1 or stage 2 breakout. It's not viable quite really, truly, and honestly. But me personally, I might buy that big because it's right around the 50 and I can live with that. We have this mean ass dip and the money to be made. I can hold out and wait for a little while for that to come into fruition. But yeah, man. Yeah, coin's also a good trade, but it's not technically viable. For y'all, no. For me, I can take that risk. If you can't take that risk, don't do it. But yeah, anything else I want to look at for y'all right now? I don't think there's too many more stocks. Paychecks. This is some bummy ass shit right here. I ain't gonna lie. This might be a good trade too, bro. While I'm talking shit, bro. But it might be a good trade. So let's break it down. Lowest point. We got some support. We got TSI curling up. Hit an extreme on the weekly RSI. The money flow indicator went nowhere. We tagged an extreme here. We rose up a little bit, kept falling. We got pretty close to the extreme. We ain't tagged it though. I'm gonna see why Paychecks is going down. And we're just going to go to Yahoo Finance. Just see that right there. It'll just tell me some news about the ticker that I type in. PAYX. Hurry it up, man. Hurry it up. Weekends make you rich. Hurry it up. Weekends make you rich. Now, Paychecks recognized one of Americans' greatest company and most admired workplaces. 2 reasons. And 1, to stay skeptical where innovation meets impact, how Paychecks is transforming work. They surpassed estimates. Man, fuck all that. We're gonna go look at their motherfucking how much money they make, man. Fuck all that extra shit. Financials. Total revenue, cost of revenue. So operate, gross profit, they make money. We like companies that make money. Companies that ain't making no money, we don't fuck with them. Well, There's some companies that are up and coming. Most of the AI stocks that are up and coming don't make money quite yet. But they're the future that's gonna make them money. They're really gonna start monopolizing AI. I'm gonna use the fuck out of AI before they do though. I'm gonna use the fuck out of AI before they do. AI probably gonna write me a book, yeah. Now, do they have any debt? Any debt? Any debt? Any debt? Go look at the balance sheet. Total assets, liabilities. They got more assets than liabilities. Net tangible assets. They're in the negative. This is the only time they've been in the negative for net tangible assets. Working capital. Net debt. They didn't have any debt the past 2 years. I don't mind a company with some debt because that they probably attain this debt expanding their company. Yeah. So we fuck with paychecks. We'll put paychecks in our trade ideas. PAYX. PAYX. TurboTax. Let's see. So Intuit, this is TurboTax. They actually do, and I think this is one of the ones that are in the watch list. INTU. Definitely had this one in the watch list. Yeah, it definitely is in the watch list. Perfect. Yes, it is. So yeah, it does make good money. Let me go look at a leverage version for Intuit though, because it's too expensive right now. INTU leveraged. Oh, yeah. Leveraged. INTW. So it does make good money, and it's actually an viable opportunity right now. It's sitting on the 200-day moving average. It dipped below, but you're gonna see how it opens up on Monday. If it opens up and surges above the 200-day, then you're really chilling. And it looks like it's really finna pop off soon. To be real with you, it's just having a hard time around this 200-day. We got the sideways movement. We did shift, but we have that curl. You don't like to see that curl of the bulls because it could mean you're going right back down. But it is a great company, I ain't gonna lie. I use Credit Karma or TurboTax, and TurboTax does the Credit Karma shit. They're like paired with them and all of that. So we're gonna go look at INTW. This is the leveraged version of. Is it? It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. Leveraged version. Not interested. So they have but it's not INTC, it's INTU. That is my problem right there. Because that's Intel. We're looking for INTU. Am I wrong? No, I'm not. I'm not wrong. But INTU, yeah. That was my problem right there. I was looking at the wrong shit. Okay, so there's no direct leverage version of that. So yeah, this is one that you would just have to buy, own, and wait for it to come up. You could play options on it, but it's gonna be fucking expensive. Fucking expensive, my boy. That's what happens with these high value stocks. They just are fucking expensive, boy. I really like Paychecks though. It is a great company. This Intuit though, it's not going anywhere. They make great money. They're never going anywhere, bro. Like, I would fuck with them, Dread. I fuck with them, bro. If you got the money to buy one share, you can buy it and just hold it till it comes up to that 813. It'll do it eventually. I ain't no lie to you. It'll come up there eventually. HPQ. Stage 3. I'm gonna rank the dogs that are down and the win later for y'all. Paychecks is a wonderful trade for me. See, a nigga like myself, we'll take an end of the year swing. So we'll probably take like a February contract for like 140. First target will be here, next target's 200 day, next target's here, next target's there. Great company, they got great financials, they're not doing shit wrong. I didn't see no bad news against them or nothing like that. They're industrial business support services. They handle payroll for a lot of different companies. I like them. And I think they integrate AI into what they do as well. So yeah, the trades that I will be making next week positively is MSTX, Zim, Paychecks, so PAYX, BJs. All right. There's a lot of stage 1s. What I can do is I'll post my trade notes in the Discord so everybody can see. But that'll be tomorrow, not today, because I'm not done. But I appreciate y'all boys for tuning in. I'm not going to lie, I'm finna go cook me some breakfast. So Dread, Despising, anybody else who tuned in, I appreciate y'all. I'm going to get some clips out for this too, so I can show niggas I'm a predictor, man. I'm a predictor. I know the future. I know the future. My magic glass ball. I know the future. Trust in your boy. Swerve, man, and we all gonna get rich, though. All of us gonna be rich, man. Especially y'all boys. Y'all boys getting in this bit hella young, bruh. I fuck with that shit 100%. Fuck with that shit 100% of the time. 100% all the way. But yeah, man. My back's starting to hurt, man. I might go get me some more sleep. My hair look crazy. I need somebody to do my hair. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna take this shit out. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Your boy Swerve is out of this bitch.